What up, snitches? I'm the Animaniac, and welcome to Now Showing, the newly formatted version of my surprise reviews where now I'll just talk about movies that are currently in theaters. And today I'm going to be talking about two movies I saw these school holidays. The first one is called Wonder Park, directed by... honestly, I'm not sure if it's Dylan Brown or David Face, the creator of Cow and Chicken. But if it is the latter, that would be a little cool. It's about a girl named June who dreams up a theme park with her mother called Wonderland. When her mother falls ill and has to go away for treatment, June finds it too painful to carry on Wonderland without her. But one day, when she tries to return home from math camp because she thinks her dad is falling apart because he wrote "I miss you" in a note. How old was this girl again? On the way through the woods, she comes across the theme park she dreamt of, Wonderland. But it's in disrepair, and there's a dark cloud hanging over it. So she has to work together with the park crew in order to restore it to its former glory. Now, at the time of me writing this review, the movie currently isn't doing too well. It's underperforming at the box office, and most critics aren't particularly nice to it, with it currently holding a 33% on Rotten Tomatoes. While I was watching, I got the feeling that the plot is similar to Return to Neverland. A girl struck by tragedy that causes them to take a turn for the worst. They get whisked off to a magical land that they have to believe in order to rescue it. But obviously the difference between the two were what the main characters were going through. One kid had a father who went to fight in World War II, and she would have to face the possibility of being shipped off to the countryside because war is raging in the city. And the other has a mother fighting an illness, and in her absence becomes too cautious with everything and everyone around her. Which is one aspect of the movie I enjoyed, or tried to enjoy it, as you'll find out later on. I felt for June in scenes like when her aunt and uncle suggest they bring out Wonderland and she starts breaking down. I loved that. And later in the movie, when she gets to Wonderland through the woods in an attempt to get back home to her dad who thinks he can't survive without her, the imagination on display in the park is breathtaking. You have traditional theme park attractions you'd expect, but then you'd have rides like a giant mechanical spider. I'm sure it's not what it's called. It's been a while since I saw the movie, give me a break. And at the climax you have a slide made out of bendy straws. I probably wouldn't have imagined anything like that for this movie. But what keeps it from it at least being good is the fact that it never slows down. Whenever there is supposed to be a character interaction scene, they often rush through the dialogue or talk on top of each other. And before I can sink my teeth into who these characters are, they have to be on the move from these demonic monkey toys, which for some reason remind me of that tribe from Moana. It goes too fast to really care about the characters and their plight, and establishing a proper connection with June. Maybe they were going for the feeling like you're going to war and you just got plunked onto the battlefield and everything is chaos as you struggle to make sense of it. But whatever their intention was, it had what it takes to be a good movie. Imaginative set pieces and a great deal of heart. But its inability to sit still won't allow those aspects to shine. Wonder Park is messy, but acceptable. 2 weeks after I first saw that movie, I went and saw another one. You may have heard of it. It's called Missing Link, and it's directed by Chris Butler. This is Laika's latest outing about an explorer, voiced by Hugh Jackman, who receives a letter that leads him to discovering a Sasquatch, voiced by Zach Galifianakis. That would be the key to being accepted by a prestigious explorers club. But there are hunters out there who want to stop him from proving that the Sasquatch exists. If you don't know about what Laika has done before this, here's what they produced. Coraline, Paranorman, The Box Trolls, and Kubo and the Two Strings. All these movies have been loved by critics, but with every consecutive release, the box office gets lesser, which is very worrying to see because I think this is a very talented studio. Even if I didn't go and see any of these movies in theaters. Anyway, it had been a long while since I saw a stop-motion animated movie, and I had kinda forgotten what stop-motion was capable of, which meant I was blown away by this movie. The set pieces were fantastic, in particular the chase sequence that takes place in the hallway on a ship that rotates as it sails in different directions against the turbulent sea. The animation, which I can only assume is mostly stop motion set against a green screen to achieve a grand scope, is, like I said before, fantastic. Yet if there was a complaint I have with it, is that it doesn't feel fast enough when it needs to be, like in the fights against the bounty hunter. Missing Link is at times funny, exciting, yet at its core, it has a heart. I really wish that a bigger audience would see it just so Leica can break its declining box office streak, just so it can make better movies than this one. But Missing Link is a gay old time. Guys, what were your thoughts on these movies? Comment below. If you guys want to stay updated on future videos and see some cool artwork, be sure to follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Tumblr, and DeviantArt. The links are in the description. And if you want to be the first to know when a new video will be up, ring that bell after you subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.